Early voting, take advantage of it. We're making it as easy as possible to vote. Early voting sites are all over the state. Check your local site. If you go vote early, it keeps you from having to wait in line. I want to compliment the state for making early voting possible. The more people vote, the better. Turnout. If middle of the road, right of center, conservative people vote the way they traditionally vote in South Carolina, I'm going to win decisively. It's now all about turnout. I think we shaped this race, liberal, conservative. The court is a defining issue. South Carolinians, thank you, buddy. South Carolinians want conservative judges. Mr. Harrison owes it to the people of South Carolina to tell them how he would vote on Judge Barrett. He's got a dilemma I don't have. If he said he would vote for her, his money would dry up. And if he said he'd vote against her, he'd be in real trouble with the mainstream of South Carolina. The one thing I tell you about Mr. Harrison when it comes to judges, he opposed Gorsuch. He cheered on the filibuster. He said, bring out the cots. And he cheered on the destruction of Judge Kavanaugh. He said the main reason he ran against me was because of the Kavanaugh hearings. I think one of the main reasons I'm going to win this race is because I stood up for Judge Kavanaugh. So turnout, if it's good and strong, we're going to win decisively. The amount of money being spent in this state is historic, and it goes back to trying to take me out. I've never felt better about my race than I do right now, but I need people to turn out in large numbers who are right of center, middle of the road, believe in conservatism.
Are you concerned at all about the ads touting Bill Bledsoe, the former Constitution Party candidate?
Well, all I can say is that there's some, Mr. Bledsoe is for me. Mr. Bledsoe is a constitutional conservative. He is pissed that they're doing this because he understands the difference between Jamie Harrison and Lindsey Graham on the things that matter to him and constitutional conservatives. So this is an unprecedented effort for a Democrat to campaign for the constitutional conservative when the constitutional conservative is supporting the Republican. It tells you a lot about the state of the race. So to all my friends in the constitutional party movement, Mr. Harrison will take this road down a constitutional path that changes the country. They're going to pack the court. They're going to do away with the electoral college, on and on and on. So it tells you a lot about the race that the Democratic candidate is advertising for Mr. Bledsoe when Mr. Bledsoe is publicly supporting me.
There have been reports, $250,000 from the CEO of Oracle that went to a super PAC that supports you right after the TikTok purchase, and then the two Brazilian
that's not my campaign. There are all kind of PACs out there. People make donations. I will say this. I raised $28 million. If you're a business person, you should be helping Lindsey Graham any way you can. If you're not helping Lindsey Graham, you're making a mistake. If you believe in free enterprise, you need to be helping me. How did I raise $28 million? Republicans throughout the country, conservative people, have been helping me. Nobody ever asked about where his money comes from. So all I would say is, it's not my campaign, but if I was Oracle, if I was any other business enterprise in America, I would do everything I could to keep this Senate in Lindsey Graham's hands, not Mr. Harrison's hands.
Were you aware that Larry Ellison was going to make that donation while you were working on that?
No. All I can say is that we're getting donations from all over the country. The Super PAC is an entity outside of my campaign. I don't know how much they've raised. I don't know where their money's coming from, but I know this, that a lot's at stake for American business. And if you're not giving to me, you're making a mistake. So, and if you're worth $58 billion, maybe you should give more. Okay.
There's an ad out today from the same security strength Super PAC with Hobart Lewis on the other side here.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I don't know how you
aware
get.
that they were working on that ad?
No,
And
no. I saw it for the first time yesterday.
You talked about rooting and looting, rioting, looting, chaos.
Yeah, I don't think you
Paris
have to be a rocket scientist to figure out what's on people's minds here. This is a law and order state. You know, Schumer's super PAC is running ads. Have you asked him where he got his money from? Have you ever asked me a question about Hunter Biden? No. So, yeah. So why don't you go find out where Schumer's getting his money from? He's running millions of dollars worth of ads here. Every MoveOn.org has put $2 million in the race. Why aren't they giving money in South Carolina? Because they want to beat me. Where do they get their money at? At the end of the day, this ain't about money. It's about ideology. It's about conservatism versus liberal. If we vote the way we normally vote and people turn out the way they normally turn out, I'm going to win because I'm on the right side of the issues for most South Carolinians. Most South Carolinians want Judge Barrett on the bench. Most South Carolinians don't want to do with electoral college. Most South Carolinians appreciate what President Trump's done for the military. Most South Carolinians want free enterprise over socialism. So 2 weeks out, I've never felt better. It's all about turnout.